Cool. Satnam, hello, good morning, good evening. It's a Wioletta Diamondheart here. And I have a very special friend, a yogi, very beautiful, powerful soul that is going, well, we're going to talk about from self-sabotage to self-love, how we are, how the journey flows from the side of the yogi and also as a regular normal person, like a female, male. How those things work? And I have here from Thailand, I suppose. Are you well, okay? Let me bring him on. Paramjot Singh Satnam ji.
Satnam, everyone. Satnam.
Where are you actually now? I forgot to ask you. Where are you?
Thailand.
Thailand. Okay. Whereabouts?
It's a nice island called Samui Island, just at the southern part of Thailand.
Oh.
Very nice place.
I know I've been there like 2 years ago, I think, on my catamaran journey, but not about the catamaran. Yes, Paramjot Singh, thank you so much to agree
Thank you
to
for having me.
share your beautiful wisdom and the knowledge and the healing and your presence. You know, I really bow to you. It's like when I met both of you and Paramdian, I was just like, oh my God, what a wonderful couple. And we had such a fantastic time together, both during the Kundalini Yoga Festival in Poland when we met. And like, you know, working here and there in Warsaw, having this and that, you know, like a regular people. And yes, could you please introduce yourself? What do you do? How amazing you are. Just like, you know, just I have all those shivers and I'm so excited. Could you share your presence with us?
To keep the long story not too long.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I was very interested in meditation as a child. Of course, coming from a Sikh background and being born in Thailand, I feel really interested when I was a child. You know, we go to Gurdwara, we meet monks in Thailand, and I was like, these people have such a beautiful radiance. And I started just practicing yoga, doing posture, doing this and that, until someone said, oh, you know yoga? I was like, oh, this is called yoga? Ah, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Okay. So I feel good about it. Somehow I started going deeper into understanding meditation, understanding yoga. I met one monk who came from US to Thailand, and somehow he was organizing Vipassana meditation, and I was like, this is something I want to try. So I went to meet this person, and it was such a wonderful experience. How he shared with us what Vipassana, what meditation is about. And I felt, this is important for us for me to experience, to bring this into my life. Of course, I was in a business world. I was busy doing all this kind of worldly things. But within that, I felt something is missing. There is a call, something is calling. But I didn't understand that because I sort of sabotaged myself into business. I'm not saying business is wrong, but somehow I was busy in that part of life. But there is a voice behind and saying, listen, there's something there waiting for you. There's something higher waiting for you. So somehow I went into this practice. I went into meditation practice. I met many teachers that came. And one person came into my life and he shared with me a book from Osho. And he said, read Osho. I was like, oh, who is this person? I thought he was a Sikh because long beard, turban. And I was like, I didn't know Osho. And I was completely in love with this man, what he shared with us, what he taught us. So I was, for many years, interested in his teaching. Until I remember Yogi Bhajan came to Thailand. I was a child, I was a young child, and this long, powerful man walked inside the Gurdwara. I was like, wow, what a radiance this person has. I didn't know him that time, and I was like, interesting. Many years after that, I found out this person was Yogi Bhajan. Somehow, Kundalini Yoga came, and I was completely into it because I started practicing Hatha Yoga first. Kundalini Yoga came, and I was like, wow, how fascinating is it that I can use all this mantra, all this Sikh tradition that I knew as a child, combining that into my practice. And that was amazing experience. To go fast forward, somehow life pushed me, getting me opportunity to work in a drug addiction rehab.
Wow.
And I was mesmerized by how people could do so many things to damage themselves. I was like, I never thought of taking drugs, never came into my life. Of course, I was surrounded by friends, when we were in the university, surrounded by friends who do drugs, who smoke, who drink. And I was the only one who doesn't do all those kind of things. And my friends used to say, "You are the holy man. You're the crazy one." I was like, well, I feel this is normal. Yeah, whenever we need help, we come to you. It's like, no, I'm not here to save anyone, but I feel this is normal. Why do I put poison in my mouth? I don't understand. I want to I want to enjoy and be normal. This is for me normal. But when I met those people and I understood this is what it is when we talk about damaging ourselves, this is what it is. Now I understand. So I try to connect to them and I try to ask them, what brought you here? What brought you into this stage of your life where you need recovery? I am sure you are born, when you were born, you're fine. What brought you here? So if you're really looking at sabotaging, the word itself means damaging, destroying, manipulating. Why do we do that?
Exactly. Why do we do that?
Someone says, some wise man says very nicely, no one is that idiot to be an idiot. He said very nicely, no one is that idiot to be an idiot. I'm sorry to use that word.
I'll write that down because I really like it.
It is interesting to see. Why do we do that? And I'm not calling the people who do it an idiot. But we are all at some point, our mind bring us into that stage where we look at ourselves, man, what an idiot I was. What did I do?
Exactly. I can really it's like that was what's happening to me. I can relate to that. I mean, I was never into drugs, recreational stuff, and I mean, like, I've done some ayahuasca stuff, but some other crazy things, but they were never really. I never got hooked on it, and I'm so blessed with that because I do see how much damage actually is being done to those recreational kind of mind opening or heart opening, let's say, things. But I always like to smoke and drink, and I remember, like, when I managed to get myself off cigarettes a few times in my life, but I always liked that and was coming back to it till one day I was debating with God, standing after a yoga session again on my little balcony and smoking, cigarette and having the glass of champagne because I deserve, after all that work, hard work that I was helping the others. So I just have to unwind. And I was discussing with God. I said, listen, guy, listen, man, I need some help. I don't want to do those cigarettes anymore. It just doesn't suit my lifestyle anymore. So can you please help me with getting rid of that? And so in the way that I do not suffer, so I will not have a cravings. And when the time came, it was just gone. And that was for I think that was like 4 years ago. And since then, it's like each time I see a person that smokes a cigarette, I think like, for the first time, I don't feel like, oh my God, he's smoking, she's smoking. What a damage they're doing to themselves. I go like, oh my God, thank you so much that I don't have to do this anymore. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that moment. I cannot really pick up when that was, but it was that. And with the alcohol, I had to go through the very traumatic experience of fighting with my, destroying everything. I had my bones broken, the hair out, it's like because I was so drunk, I just lost control of everything. But that thing actually put me so down. And that was between, it's like someone who I supposed to trust. But that was like really the moment that say, hey, this is it. And when it happened, I was sitting for that year almost, within that pain, within that guilt, shame, that how could I do that to myself? And I could not forgive myself for doing it. And
if you look at it, if you see that period when you were into it, it is the period that you needed to learn that experience.
yes, and I've learned why I was drinking, because I'm Polish. We all were drinking a lot. Everywhere was the alcohol, always. And then it's just like, I'm drinking because my father was drinking, my mama was drinking, my grandma was making wine. You just always alcohol around. And, it's just like, and I could drink a lot, it's like, I'm immune to that. I'm strong and powerful. I can do it. I could drink till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and wake up for 5 o'clock in the morning to do the yoga. I had no problem with that whatsoever. But coming to the story, when I was sitting sober in all my pain and the grief and the shame, I was so ashamed of myself. It came to me why I was doing it. And when I realized that, I think like I died that moment again. That I was drinking to that extent because I did not want to feel what I was feeling.
Exactly. You see, if you look at the word alcohol, in Greek, in the Greek mythology, the word alcohol means that which take away the spirit.
Yeah.
So when the alcohol is in, spirit is out, consciousness is out. That's why when you drink, they say don't drive, because you are not straight. You are here like this. Your balance is gone. Your spirit is out. That spirit which which direct you, which give you direction, that is out. And when you go deeper into being out, when the spirit is frequently and always out, you become addicted to that pattern. It become pattern. And look at the addiction, the word addiction. The Dutch, I love the way they use the word addiction. In Dutch, they say verslaving, means slavery.
Yeah, exactly.
You get hooked into the slavery of this pattern. Now, sabotage, don't take sabotage as just, or addiction as just substance, drugs. Patterns. There are patterns which we get addicted to. We get sometimes addicted to doing things which we know it is harmful to us. Let's say personality. Some people have personality of being rude all the time, angry all the time, and it turned to be your personality that people look at you and they say, oh, this man, stay away. But why? Because might be you're trying to numb something, you're trying to suppress something. And if you track back, it starts, and one doctor said very nicely, it starts when you're in the womb of your mother, or even before that. The point to understand is, why am I doing this? What is behind? What is my intention behind? What am I trying to do to get myself basically away from myself? I'm doing things to get me far away from me. So basically, I am having a battle not with someone else, I'm having a battle with myself. I'm having a war with myself. And keep in mind, self-war is tiring, it's torturing. You can never win self-war. I remember a story. There was one lady, she was outside the house and she was searching for needle. She was just busy, elderly lady, busy searching for one needle. And people in the village came and asked her, Ravya, what are you doing? What are you searching? She said, I'm searching something. Maybe you can help me. They said, what did you lose? She said, I lost a needle. I was just sitting inside my house and I was just knitting and I lost the needle in the house. They said, Ravya, you lost the needle in the house, but right now you are outside the house and you're searching outside the house. She said, yeah, but it's getting dark inside, and here there's a light from the street, and I can see, and I'm trying to search under the light. She said, they said, you must be crazy. You should search where you lost. You lost inside. Why don't you go search inside? And she looked at them and she said, isn't that the way you guys search also? You search outside. And that's very interesting thing, because we search always outside. We go out of ourselves. We think other things from outside would make me complete. In fact, the search should be within.
So how do you do that? Because you, as a healer, as a yogi, as a therapist, if someone comes to you, I'm coming to you and I'll say, Master Paramjot Singh Khalsa, I have this sugar cravings. And what can I do to lower that, to tackle this issue, the problems? I'm overeating. I eat when I become low, when I become stressed. The overeating comes because I want to feed myself. What is this? I do not understand. So could you help me?
See, there are many ways, and I would say there's not only one way. Yeah, there's not only one way to help a person. There are many different ways, and this is very beautiful that there are different alternative way to help to create consciousness. Eventually, all these different ways, whatever way we do to help that person, is to bring the person back to that consciousness, back to understanding. Ways can be whatever, treatment, therapies can be whatever, but eventually it brings you back to you.
Yes.
It brings you back to your consciousness. It changed your, what we say in India, nazariya. The word nazariya means vision. It changed the perspective, the way you look at it. Maybe in the past we have been looking at it as problem. But if we change the way we look at it, we can change to see as, what did I learn from that? Why did I do that? Who is behind that action? What voice was taking me to do that? If we become more and more conscious, aware, you go into the root. cause of your pain? Why are you suffering? And I love one thing that Buddha says. I love this very much. The very root cause of the suffering is the attachment to that. So sometimes our mind gets so attached to that pattern. We get attached. You see, if you see it this way also, we get so used to our patterns, used to that sabotage, and we become identified with that. This is me. I remember I met one person. I met one guy, and I'm not going to say the name of the institution or whatever, just to give them respect. But he was completely into this institute, which was an organization which was helping him sort of to get over his addictive pattern. And he made a tattoo here to claim himself that he was part of that organization, sort of like, I have this pattern. He tattooed himself here that I have this pattern. And he came very proudly telling me, look at my tattoo. I was shocked. I was like, my dear, you stamped yourself. You stamped yourself that you are this pattern. I don't see anything proud about that. He was like, yeah, but I am part of this organization. I said, yes, you are part of something. But what does this stamp mean to you? So we get used to that pattern. We get used to that pattern. Why? Because the ego feels identified with it. Yeah. I feel identified with it. What if I lose this identification? Who am I going to be?
Exactly.
So we are afraid of losing that identification.
Exactly. You know, I had a discussion recently about the kind of like recovery meetings and going back to the same scenario. And I did say, I said, listen, you're not drinking anymore, right? So let's say it's been like 10 years or 5 years. So you're not drinking anymore, but you're still going to those meetings. And actually, when you come back from those meetings, you are in pain. You are suffering. You are depressed. You feel low. Why on earth would you go back there? Oh, because I feel good. I feel supported. I said, no, you don't. You just bring all the shit back home.
See,
why would you like to associate with that? Let go. Create a new pattern. Go for a walk to the forest. Go for a run. Do not associate yourself with that past. It's in the past. Let it be. But that was my expression of seeing this like unfolding and bringing that darkness into that person. And I was like, is this really helping? I said, okay. Well, it's just the way that I sense that. It may not be, might be different for the other people, but that's how I see it. Don't go back there. I'm not going back to the house when I was smashed, and torn apart. That's it. This is the end. That's the story closed, finished. That's it. My life is in front of me now, and I'm looking into it, and I enjoy each moment. Yes, it happened, but I'm not. I don't want to.
You are able to manage to see the new perspective. There are many people out there who need support, and who doesn't see the perspective, who needs groups, who needs people to say, I am okay, we are part of this group. Just see, for example, pattern. Teenagers in university or in college, in high school, sometimes teenagers shout, act, put stereo here and trying to be cool and making noise and shouting. Why? If you look at it psychologically, from the psychology perspective, why? Because I need somewhere to belong to. I need
Yeah.
I need to be accepted, that I am cool and I'm part of this cool dudes. Nothing wrong with that. But it is personality, how our mind plays. Because sometimes we might not understand, I am cool already. I don't need approval to be cool. I don't need certificate from anyone to say, dude, you're cool. Because I believe within me. I have that esteem. I feel I am complete, fulfilled, that I don't need a certificate from outside. I don't need to collect certificates of approvals. When you come to that realization that I am complete within, the vision change. Not egoistic, not showing off, not feeling I am supreme, no, but to feel I feel contained, I feel humble, I feel complete. That God, that universe who created me can't go wrong. Whatever He gives, thank you.
You just saying all those words. It's like, for me, the energy rises so much. My skin like went like all the tingling, and I feel that that heart opening. That's something like, wow. It's like that release, whatever that was. It was like, oh wow, yes, I do not need anyone's approval anymore. I approve myself. And that was the journey from there to here to today, to hear those words again, that I did not hear them back there. That I do not need approval. I don't need that tattoo. I don't need that certificate. Yes, because it's in here.
The more we polish the outside. Someone asked me a very beautiful question: how to meditate? And I gave this answer to this person. I said, take away what is not meditative. Take away what is not meditation. You are constantly, and you are able to constantly being in that meditative state of mind. Meditation does not just sitting cross-legged and you are in Zen mode and you are there. No, meditation is every breath of you, everything you do. When it comes from that consciousness, meditativeness, you are meditation. You are in a meditation. Not pretending, not trying to achieve something, not trying to say, I do this because there is something I want. Then it becoming a business dealing, trade. I meditate, therefore you give me this. No. It should be just simply out of love that I feel the joy. I want to connect to myself. I want to be. I do not need objective. It is not a marathon to reach to the finish line. The line has already been finished. It is already here. So it is important to understand, if we bring ourselves to understand, I come here, I come home, I come to connect. There may be trauma or personality or something which was injected into my consciousness, injected as my personality from my upbringing, from my society, from my environment that I was brought up to, but that was other people's belief system. I need to find my own truth. Buddha said that too. When he died, last word he said, Apo Dipo Bhavo, be your own light. Find your own light. Be your own truth. Otherwise, what happens? We depend on external. We depend on substance. We depend on the others. We seek one to another. We constantly seeking. Drop the seeking. Be.
So
Be.
is that the secret from self-sabotage to self-love? To be in the moment, to be in that space where we are, to be exactly with agreement that, okay, maybe that's not most comfortable space, place, reality that I am right now, but I'm accepting and allowing myself to be myself, to love myself, to experience myself, to be the light for myself, and to search for this light within me. And that sometimes it's quite difficult. So what would you say? Like, how do we do that? Because like commitment is their daily practice, the meditation, prayer, affirmation. Um, how would you round that up? What would be the way from that self-sabotage? So we break the pattern of sabotaging ourselves and we dive into love with trust, with allowing ourselves to experience everything that is not love also. So we don't escape that, but we are okay with that. How would you turn that into this beautiful, solid experience practice?
There's a meditation that I will share. This is what we will do. Most important thing is to change the perspective. Okay, you feel that pattern which has been and which you get familiar with, and change that perspective. Change the label. When we label, change the label. I always tell the students, you can feel the pain. Suffering is your choice. You can feel the pain. Pain can be there, but suffering is your choice. You choose to suffer. Change that perspective. If you change that perspective, you can feel the pain, but you do not need to suffer. And that pain could be that cracking of the seed, that awakening. It could bring you to that awakening. It could bring you to that consciousness. It might, if someone said, liberty come with a little bit of labor. You need to work on it. It is like we go to the gym, we make our body fit, right? The mind needs its gym also. It needs training also. Mind is, we say in India, chanchal, always moving, always here and there. It doesn't know how to be still. And don't even try to eliminate the mind. Mind was given to us. Mind is the best servant, the worst boss. Mind is given to serve us. When the mind become boss, problem, disaster. Mind, you should be the master. Be the master in the moment. So you can tap into all these frequency, tap into all this energy to get the answers, to get the direction. So let's do a meditation. Okay?
Yes, that's what I promised to the people, that we will do a little meditation, and so then we can actually, like, whenever time comes, whatever the event in our life, so we could have this beautiful tool to lift ourselves from that frequency to that frequency, right? To love
From
and
to that.
from that
From that to that.
to
Or
that
to here.
to that. Yahoo! That's so nice. Yes, let us do that. I'm so
All right.
excited. Thank you so much for sharing. It's just like such an incredible, it's like, oh.
Okay. So come sit straight, close your eyes, and sit with your spine tall. Relax your eyes. Just become aware of your breath. Feel that breath. Long, slow breath. Just feel you switch off from the outside and come within. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Again, deep breath in. Exhale. Again, deep breath in. Hold that breath. And exhale. Bring your left palm in front of your eyes. And with your eyes open, look into your palm. Okay, your hands is like 20 centimeter in front of your face. All right. And your right palm, with your right palm, you put it behind your head at the level of your left palm. So you're sitting in this posture. Now look into this palm and see how the way you have been seeing the world, the way you have been understanding your personality, your perspective. Slowly close your eyes. Shift your awareness to that palm at the back of your head. And begin to see from that palm at the back of your head, through your eyes, to this palm in front of you. Create a new perspective of looking at your life, looking at the world. Through your eyes, through your awareness, from the back, from that palm behind you, look through to this palm in front of you. Long, slow breath. Look through that eyes. Become more and more connected. Create that new perspective. Understand that the previous vision was your teacher. You learned the lesson. It is time to move on. It is your graduation. You complete that class. You move on. Moving on. I am here. Now, present. 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 Take a deep, deep breath. Inhale. Feel your present. I am home. Exhale. Inhale again deep. Register that being present into your consciousness. Register it. Exhale. Inhale once more, deep breath in. Claim and register it. And exhale, relax. Just slowly open your eyes, blink your eyes a couple of times. All right. How was it?
Very strong, very powerful, with lots of beautiful colors. And at the end, those colors of teal, that absolutely glorious feeling of a release and being present in that quite uncomfortable position for me, feeling pain, feeling discomfort, but registering like, okay, I am here now, present to that what is. And those colors, when I did mention that, the colors, they started to float, and those teal, those beautiful violets and greens, like overflowing each other. It's like bringing that ecstatic bliss, like doesn't matter the pain. It's a part of what is. But now I have this tool to overcome, and actually I'm quite comfortable with crossing that threshold and floating into this ocean of love. I'm doing that because I love myself. That was for me.
Exactly. See, eventually, when, like, for example, when people come to us, like you said, if people come to us with this situation, condition, what do? Of course, me and Paramdhyan, we created this program called Touch of Soul. Maybe Paramdhyan, if she's online, she could just type the website in.
Yes, please. Yes.
Touch of Soul. Our intention is we want to touch the soul. We want to go to the soul level. So we work based on the three pillars: body, mind, and soul. Through the body, when you have issues, of course, sometimes we sabotage ourselves so much that the body is in chaos. So you need to cleanse the body, boost up your immunity, create a healthy ground. See, in order to plant anything, you want to do agriculture, your field has to be prepared. So first, this field has to be prepared. So my work and Paramdhyan's work together, we create this. First, we create the base of the body first. Of course, Kundalini Yoga for me is a fantastic tool. It's powerful and it works. It works. I have tried this with many people, even people who are creating walls, skeptical. There are ways. Kundalini Yoga, meditation, healing. Of course, we also do psychological counseling. Paramdhyan, she does regression therapy, kinesiology. She is a naturopathic practitioner. So all these combined together, like that's why I said there's no one way. And for every individual, there's different ways. But the ways, it is like Golden Temple. There's 4 doors. You can come from many ways. But eventually, the path towards infinite is that conscious path. You can come from many doors, but you need to go with that consciousness. So we use all these different tools. And of course, we need to go to the root. Dr. Gabor said this: go to the root cause of the pain. Why? It is not the addiction, but why that pain? What is that pain doing to you?
the thing.
Maybe we needed that. And maybe sometime people would say, I needed that experience for me to learn that. But it is time for me to find my best future self. It is my time to find that bloom me, complete me. Otherwise, we are just chasing around. And let's keep in mind, we are not here forever. We have been given this prana, this duration. In India, we say you're manufactured on this year, and when a person dies, we say a person expired. Means your manufacturing date is completed.
Yes.
So if you look at a person, if you go to the graveyard and see the stone, a person manufactured so and so year, dash expired this year. That dash is the time that you have the prana, your breath. And this dash, this prana is given to us to understand ourselves. So don't waste that time.
Exactly. Don't waste that time. And it's like I do. It's like 3.5 years ago, I came to understanding that finally I came to agreement with myself that I would love to do those meditations and the kriyas every day for those 40 days or more and more, if I'm able to. But I was looking for inspiration for how can I do that? And I knew that, it's like million of excuses they're coming on and how to overcome that. So I set myself for the journey. And now I'm offering those. It's a 28 series, actually. It's the bold and beautiful right now. So it's like, if your beautiful Paramdian agrees, we're going to talk next time about divine feminine and about like that Shakti energy and you as a Shiva when we come together, four of us in 2 weeks time or so. So we can actually share this dance together. It's like how the divine feminine comes to that merge with divine masculine. How do we create together this magnificent life for ourselves and for the others? And now when I still continue doing it, sharing those daily practices, some other dimension opens up. There is lots of healing in commitment, in daily practice, in daily movement, in envisioning where you are right now and where are you going, connecting with the ancestors, with the wisdom of the sages, being present, being in that prayer, being in the meditation, being in that pain of existence, if you like, that eventually brings you to the ecstasy of that self-love, and you feel so blissful. This is like the ecstasy when we arrive, after all the movement and fast, as I say, like feast and fast, blah, 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 all of that. When our body, mind, and soul get connected, at the end, we dive into shunya, into stillness. It's just such an incredible, undescribable wisdom. The chalice, the channel opens up that you just go, wow, that's me. And I am experiencing this vastness of that, all that is. So yes, if anyone wants to join, there's the link to that series. And then we have the touch of soul when you create your own workshops, and they can reach you for the individual sessions as well, don't they?
We are doing a lot of individual sessions. In fact, I'm teaching almost every day. I'm teaching every day.
Yeah, me too.
mostly, and this is our work, is we try to address and work on a personal level.
Yes.
People come, and there is that anxiety, there is that search that people are searching, and this is what we offer through different modalities that we have. Param Dhyan does a lot of healing also. I do a lot of meditation, I do a lot of yoga, and she does also a lot of yoga and meditation. So if there is any issue, anything that we could do to help, to guide, what happened end of the day is when you feel the joy, you feel that complete, we feel it as well, because we are the citizen of the same globe. We are together. Ekonkar. It is not about me. It is about we. Time has changed from me to we, from I to us. And that is powerful. If we can become us, it is miracle, it is healing, it is powerful, and we feel I am not alone.
Yes.
The whole existence is with me. I am not alone.
No, we're not. And I am so grateful, Paramjot. And it's just, we're coming to an hour. And we just said, okay, let's do it for 30 minutes. Look at that. And it's such a wonderful flow. And it's just like, I don't really want to finish talking to you. I just feel like, to hug you right now. And anyway, I can feel you. It's just like, because we have this special touch. Yes, touch of soul. We touch souls, and we are able to create those magnificent energy fields where we can serve each other, and it's enough to reach out. And when the time is right, the seeds are being planted, and then everything sprouts to fruition, and we can enjoy that. And I cannot thank you enough for your precious time that you shared with all of us. And it's just like I'm kind of lost for words. It's just like
Thank you.
Gratitude, and thank you so much. And yes, for all your wisdom, for that meditation and the guidance is really precious. And yes, what time is there in Thailand right now?
Good question. Almost 7
p.m.
p.m. Getting dark.
Getting dark. Oh yes, because you got on that 12:12, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like wonderful. And here I'm coming to 12 midday lunchtime. So yes, if the touch of soul, if you do any events, please do share under this video. And if you do have any questions to me or to Paramjot, write them here. We will reply to you. If you'd like to see us for either individual sessions or join our sessions, like the group session, you're most welcome. And I hope I'll be able to do a beautiful event again with Param Dhyan, where she could share her love, her blessings, her healing, and her vision as that beautiful woman. And both of you, I so admire you. It's just like, it's like just having this beautiful, wonderful time together again and again. So yes.
One, before we finish, we are also doing this program for addiction. If any one of you interested and wants to do, and on a personal level, let us know, because this program is powerful. It's powerful.
It is. I just not long ago, a couple of weeks ago, actually, I've done this teacher training, Mastering Addictive Personalities, what a powerful thing it is to tap into your own um, personality that is very addictive. And then see those patterns. And for me myself, I did create this anger and anxiety, a gift of transformation also, that when we do those Kundalini yoga exercises, kriyas, and meditation to actually find the gift in the anger. I am very angry person, and I have lots of anxieties, but I use them as the gifts now. I see when they are coming, when they are showing up, when I don't feel comfortable, and I got them in my hands. And it's just like, this is the dance of the anger and the passion. How you actually transform the anger into creativity is absolutely, is the alchemy of life. So it's just like, when I see that, it's like, yes, yes, this is the thing that we all should be able to know, to learn, and we should teach the children around how to, because we are all, especially nowadays, whole world is locked, we pressed, suppressed. That energy has to go somewhere.
Yeah, it has to transform, and it is time.
It is time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Paramjot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lots of love. Thank you all for listening. And once more, if you need any more information, get in touch with us. Expand, explore. Please do remember, you are the light of the soul. You are manifested on this earth to create beautiful, absolutely wonderful life. So thank you so much. Satnam.